Welcome, racing fans, to race number 6, Pocono Speedway. 70 laps tonight on Outlier TV for the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series, partnered with Ipswich Bay Soapco and Precision Fencing and Gates. My good friend Chris is up in the booth with me tonight. Chris, say hi to your friends.
Hey, everybody. You guys are all my friends, including you, Robert Warrens. I'm glad to have you back, buddy. Missed you last week. Let me cue up the music. Yeah, we missed you, buddy. They had to deal with me for an hour. And, okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, it was, we had a good one. We had a good race. Hey, let's reset. We're here at Pocono. And, yeah, me and the fans are glad you're back, buddy.
Heck yeah, we got some good weather today for the race. 76 degrees temp, 10% humidity, slightly cloudy, 2-mile-an-hour winds. This is a big track, 2.5 miles, the tricky triangle, 3 distinct turns here, Chris. And you remember one of the turns is called the tunnel turn. Do you remember why it's called the tunnel turn?
Because it goes under the tunnel.
There's a tunnel underneath the turn for people to get into the track, Chris.
I do remember that. Yeah. It was, yeah. Thanks for that tip you gave me last time.
Facts by Fact-Town.
Yep. Yeah.
Facts by Fact-Town. Oh, man. You've been working on that soundboard for 2 seasons. It finally starting to come together.
It's starting to shape up. You know, that's what I missed the most about last week is I had to put it on hold. But, yeah, it's back for better or for worse. Probably for worse, but yeah. Why don't you give us some info here?
Yeah, so 70 laps of marker, 2 extra sets of tires. The pit window's 20 to 22 laps. Grid is just rolling up now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting grid on the pole tonight. The 33 of Ben Parsons, followed by last week's winner, the 74 of Nick Boyd. P3 goes out to Barry Badman Tolleson. Ben Ryan, Mr. Buttons in 4th. 5th is Nicholas Don Francesco, and 6th, Dennis Warnez. 7th goes out to Johnny Hurst and Welding in P8. P9, Straminsky, and P10, Copperthorne. P11 is Lashbrook. P12 is Chris Ramsey. P13, Tim Taylor, and Phipps in 14th. And rounding at the field is Ty Trafford in that 15th spot. So that's going to be our grid for tonight, Chris. 15 cars, 70 laps of action, tricky triangle, big track. What are you expecting from these guys here with this shorter pit window and not enough tires for every stop?
I'll tell you this, I'm expecting all the best. And I'll tell you why, because we were at the Monster Mile. Yep, I remember that, the Monster Mile last week. That's a tough one. And these guys handled it outstanding. They drove it well. We did see one incident, but, you know, I expected a little more carnage just because it's a tough one. And these guys put on a master class. So I think they're going to do good. That's my my guesstimation. That's my call for this evening. I'm expecting good racing.
High hopes for the viewers tonight, moving from that Monster Mile, that concrete surface, to this, you know, huge speedway, right? So I think one of the other iconic things that is kind of emerging tonight, and it's kind of like a top of discussion, is that this is race number 6. After tonight, halfway through the season, guys are going to be looking to make the stamp on their championship. We're going to pop up the points really quick here. Ben Ryan, the 67 machine, is our leader, 14 points over that 33 machine of Parsons, who's currently the pole sitter, and just a dogfight in behind, you know, 2nd through 10th in points, as you can see on the screen. Green is out, Chris. Just too much talking today.
Too much. Yeah, that points bracket is pretty interesting. It's nice to see it so close.
Heading down into turn 1. Boyd looking to make the charge on the outside, but Ben Parsons showing that he's got the Catman at bay.
Are those cats called again?
Maine Coons, Chris. You're going to get it by race number 12, I hope. Ben Ryan on the outside of Parson going through that tunnel turn. We're going to probably see some good battles through that second turn there, but the challenge here is that there's 3 distinct turns. So drivers are going to have to be smart in how they manage all these turns. Just going through a little loading of the paints here. I'm not sure what technical difficulties was going on here, but definitely getting those updated.
It makes it more fun when they're all the same color.
That 74 doing a good job. He's going to be the leader so far. And doing a great job here. Starting in second. Royal Canin. That's actually the cat food that I get my cats, Chris.
I was going to ask you that. You kind of beat me to it. I was looking at that Royal Canin. And that's good to know. We'll try and get him on the sponsorship board next season.
Little scuff of the wall from the 74 machine. Not going to affect him at all. This track with being 3 different turns. Oh, little scuff of the wall coming out of turn 3. Darts down to stop the draft. 3 distinct turns, I think, is going to be challenging because drivers are going to want to get into rhythm. And these are long laps, so there's a lot of thinking that you can do down the straightaway, a lot of draft. And we see that 67 in the hunt there. Over that 24 machine of Nicholas Don Francesco. Big talks for in the driver's meeting there, Chris. Did you hear him? What was he saying? It's time to get ill or something? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I think he's under the weather. I think that's what he meant. Yeah, the Don. Usually when he calls it, he delivers it. So we'll see. I think he's pretty comfortable here.
Yeah, tight draft in and around. 4th through, is that Straminski looking under Warren's there? Or sorry, yeah, Straminski looking under Warren's there. And Hurst doing the dance. So very tight battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And my bad, Straminski was a little bit further back in that 16 truck. Go ahead and take a look up front again here. Ben Parson was our pole position capture, but wasn't successful. He might be picking a strategy here to hang back a little bit, Chris.
Yeah, and he's picked a different strategy with his paint this race.
Yeah. Shout out to the Cigar Time Lounge guys in Dalton, Georgia, if they're watching tonight. But yeah, Ben Parson repping a new paint here. It looks like it's a commemorative paint for the Air Force.
I could get behind that. It looks good.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful paint there. Looks like we got a battle for the lead. Ben Ryan and Nick Boyd door to door coming into that tunnel turn. Awesome driving by these 2 drivers. And that gives Parsons some real estate to charge up on the outside, get momentum down into turn 3.
Flew in there.
Well, they get, when you're in that tunnel turn, you're door to door. You got to be cautious and share the track because you can't roll the corner like you normally would.
Robert, our first friend of the evening.
Oh my God, we got our friend.
Sarah Lashbrook. She's checked in. She's rooting for the number 69 and the number 5.
And happy 31st birthday in passing, belated birthday to Lashbrook there. Oh, it was last week? Would have been celebrating that. I wasn't around. But he got older.
No, you weren't.
Gonna be okay. You're gonna get over it, Chris. It's gonna be okay.
Do it live!
Take a look back further in the field. I haven't seen this driver before. We'll put a little spotlight on him. Tim the Toolman Taylor. He probably gets that joke a lot in his real life, so sorry about that, Tim. Also not sorry. Rocking that 99 machine here. Can't see what's on the back. See if we can see.
It's not going to help us.
Toyota.
Oh, look at that.
Big Fish BBQ shop.
That sounds delicious.
Oh no! What did you do, Chris?
Oh no!
And look, what? That's the.
Oh!
What?
Oh no!
These nuts are backward.
Do it live!
Oh man, let's take a look at our OTV instant replay to dissect what happened here.
I think we'll be getting a check-in from Sarah Lashbrook.
Yeah. Go check on him, Sarah. Make sure he's okay. So coming out of turn 1 here, 69 is a little high. Got the 5 of Welding in front, the 13 of Ramsey below, but not clear.
No.
Not
Let's
clear.
see how much damage did he take here.
It didn't look too bad. You know, gets
Kinda
into the
squared
door
up.
and like contact on the bumper. So I don't see much damage there at all, actually. Yeah, just maybe a little scuff on the right rear, but Brian's able to drive that one away. So lucky stars for him. We'll go back to live action here. Back up front with our leaders. And with the pit window being here 20 to 22 laps, I'm suspecting we're going to see guys come in, grab fuel only, no tires. But, I'm just a broadcaster, Chris. I don't know what they're going to do. That's what they should do, though. If I'm driving, that's what I'm doing.
You're more than that to me.
Oh, man. That's the most endearing thing anyone said to me today.
Why don't you cry about it?
Oh, man.
Well, this is fun. We're off to a good start.
Yeah, I
A little
think
bit of
so.
this, a little bit of that.
Everyone coming down the lane of Pitting Town. Carson stays out. I don't know if that's the strat. He might be trying to do an off-pit strategy here, but the thing is that, if you have a draft, cars in the draft are going to be a slight bit faster than a solo pit. Mindful of.
I like to see an off strategy. I do.
If it stays green, it gets sexy.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Ain't you?
Yeah. Hey, there's 6-7.
Oh, man. Lights are still on in the pace truck here. We're going to give a shout out to one of the primary sponsors, Wagner's Welding. Roll a little commercial here and we'll beat our bees.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is
Shout out to Wagner's Welding, title sponsor of Season 9, in partnership on board. New sponsors on board this season are Ipswich-based Soap Co. If you're looking for some beautiful beauty products, natural soap, Ipswich-based definitely got what you're looking for. Rumor is that they don't ship to Canada, though, so, shout out to my American friends. If, beautiful company and lots of products to offer. So definitely check them out. Precision Fence and Gates also don't deliver to Canada. Seems to be a theme, but
You
does
got a real
beautiful
problem,
work.
buddy.
Right? Give them a call. Maybe they'll swing out by your neighborhood. But that
I'll
cross
ship
border
you some
work.
soap.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming. I'll ship you some. You know what? I went to their website and I talked about it real briefly last week. Man, I have some nice products.
Yeah.
So I did make some notes for yourself. I'm not going to tell you because I want it to be a surprise. So expect that.
I'm more of a lavender kind of guy.
I'm not giving you any hints.
Lights are off on the pacing vehicle. We're about to get, saucy back with the race. And here it is, right? So, looking at that points battle, we didn't really spend a lot of time on it. We'll just pull it up here briefly because these caution laps are killer for time. Ben Ryan, 2 wins on the season. Mr. Buttons, 115. Ben Parsons, 101. 1 win on the season. Like to start back further, showing the stats there, but start on the pole tonight, 14 points back, but just an intimate arm wrestle. I don't know if they're wearing shirts when they arm wrestle or what, but you can see 3rd through 8th on the board there is Squint One Eye, 4 points apart, and a couple of the drivers not in the field tonight. That's the 30 machine of James Wagner and Steven Shu. I don't remember his number. Not in the field tonight. And also, we got Phipps, so we'll have to spend some time on him. Pace car just about to duck in, so I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to get back to green action here.
These gentlemen are fans of racing, and they're very handsome. They don't wear shirts.
I don't know if Boyd missed a shift or what happened. Hopefully there was no black flag issued there. I didn't have the action alerts on. But one thing we could probably show is we'll pop up little tower telemetry from time to time just to give you some perspective on the speeds that these drivers are running down the straightaways. Olison now in the mix in P2 with Warnes in behind, so we've had a change of guard up front.
Now, we see Tolleson a lot towards the front, so this is not foreign territory for him. So we'll see how he managed this at the moment. Newcomer Dennis Warnes.
Yeah,
in the mix.
Rumor is he's got some Mexican Spanish heritage. I'm not really sure, but he's racing for a bag of rice tonight.
Good luck. Good luck.
24 of Nicholas Don Francesco knocking on the bumper of Warnes as they go down the backstretch into the tunnel turn.
Don Francesco, hungry for rice.
Gets under Warnes out of the tunnel turn, trying to pull Boyd through into turn 3. We're going to see drivers be able to hold off each other using that high line. So it's going to be very hard for somebody to get a run out of turn 1, out of turn 3, if that driver has enough tire on the high side.
So does that kill your tires if you're trying to attack like that on the inside, like Don Francesco just did? Does that like murder his tires trying to make that pass?
He's definitely pushing harder, but you can see that these drivers are stacking up in behind. We see in Parsons check out. So it is, the harder you push, obviously you're going to load up that right front. And, maybe we'll pull up our pit stop tracker here to take a look at who did what in the pits.
Roberto, I have a special request.
Sure.
I teased this just a little bit last week, and it was kind of cool. Can we go to Gearbox Cam on the number 90?
You love the Gearbox Cam.
You know what? It was cool. And we got these guys all bunched up here. Let's see what we get. I was digging that.
Only for you, Chris.
Look at this. I'm loving this. Thank you.
So this is out. Well, Warren's here, gets under the bumper of right into the motor.
Radical.
Olson crosses Warren's back over. You can see Warren's here down the stretch out of the tunnel time. Where are we, Chris? Wait, one eye.
We're at, yep.
Into turn 3. The track map there.
Nice.
Looks like Tolson dropped back. And then back to your good old gearbox cam here. Into turn 1. Ben Parsons, a 1.7 second lead. Tolson shoots it down on the bottom there. Ben Ryan in the hunt. In behind Tolson. These guys are battling pretty hard.
Yeah, this is a cool little cam just because it gives you an element of speed as well.
Johnny Hurst in that 58, the enforcer, cutie patootie enforcer, kind of a conundrum of names. Looking under the 67 of Ryan, falls back down into turn 3. Ryan is looking under Don Francesco, and you can see Warrens is running that high line. Woo! Tag of the wall by the 24.
Whoa.
And you can see that it's killing the momentum of the guys running behind him. Great racing so far.
Yeah, this has been a real hoot.
That's what gets the people going.
I think so.
It's just single file from second all the way back. We're not seeing any battles. And you can see
Parsons. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna say the same thing. You finish your thought.
Parsons stayed out, so I'm wondering how far he can go.
Well, we'll pop over to him, but one thing that I was gonna point out was that Parson is breaking the draft down the straightaways. See how he's ducking down low? He's stopping Warrens from grabbing any tailwind from him. So that's a very interesting strategy. And it allows him to just show that he's got corner speed and he's running well. But you can see the fuel for Parsons, we estimated 20 to 22 laps with that caution. Parsons might make it to 23, 24, but he's definitely going to be in the not cool pit window. And it might be a hindrance to a championship run here. Dipping down 2 to 3 car lengths or car widths below that wall where Warren's has got Ryan on the bumper, and they're just running single file now. 15 cars in the field. We've got tons of clean battling. The 74 of Nick Boyd looking underneath. Drives it in deep to clear Nicholas Don Francesco. And he's going to stick it.
Why do we have Brian Lashbrook so much off the pace? Did we miss something? Did he just not get a good start? Restart?
I'm not sure. You also have Welding back. You know, if I say what I think on the broadcast, people are going to pick up on it. Do you want me to do a spoiler?
No.
Are you sure?
Okay, do it.
Fine, I will. Nick Boyd
Let's hear
looking underneath the 28 of Tolson in turn 3, looking to drag race him down the front stretch into turn 1. Here's the spoiler. I think they're saving fuel.
Ooh.
Because now, we had that caution lap 7 or lap 8. They're able to top up. We know that there's 20 to 22 laps of fuel in a tank. Do the math. Save a little bit of fuel, you get done in 2 pit stops.
I do like that. I do like math. I'm a fan, but I'm not good at it.
Well, that's why I'm here to support you, Chris. I'm here to support you.
Thank you. I've liked math on Instagram for several years now.
Yeah, it hasn't liked you back.
No, I'm waiting for the refollow.
And it looks like we're coming up to that window where Parson is gonna have to pit soon if he doesn't see a caution. And Sarah Lashbrook commenting he's praying for a caution, and I think that's the only kind of prayer he has here. Get that caution, get it meow. Yeah, and no 96 in the field is another comment in the chat.
A lot of chatter.
A lot of chatter. It looks like Warrens is notched down the lead on Parsons ever so slightly. We got Boyd pushing Ryan down into the corner.
Well, I'm going to call him D-Dog instead of Warnez for the next few laps.
Okay.
D-Dog must know that Parson, I mean, I don't know if he knows for sure, but he has to come in. So maybe he didn't feel like he had to push so much, knowing that Parson would be coming in for fuel and he would inherit the lead. How do you like that?
Yeah. I mean, everyone loves an inheritance.
Yeah.
Go around. Let's take a look at some of these cars, Chris. We got any new paints? Nope. I mean, that one.
I do like that one, though. I do like it. Johnny Hurst. He had a Miami Vice. I call Miami Vice paints last week. It's kind of like teal and pink. It's cool looking. So this is kind of a refresh, at least. I like it.
16 of Mike Straminsky. Used to be number
Mike
34.
Straminsky of Precision Fence and Gates.
Gotta get him. Check us out.
Coming soon to Canada near you.
Yeah. Right? Looks like we got a battle just up in front here. Hurst working the outside of the 28 machine. Tolleson making the pass down into turn 1. That's tough to get momentum. Tolleson might be on the struggle bus a little bit. Don Francesco up on the bumper of Straminsky. Don't do anything silly. We're watching.
Yes. That's the bumper. That's the gearbox cam, if we ever had one.
And he's got to run. This will be going down into turn 3. Don Francesco's gonna make the pass. Straminsky does the smart thing, lifts out a little bit, goes high. 46 of Phipps. Phipps woodworking. Warnez takes the lead. And we're going to see Parson. Let's go over to him. Coming down the pit lane. Over here with... Oh, go ahead.
Does Straminsky have a QR code on his hood?
I don't know. We'll try to see it in a second after we check out this 98 machine of Eric Capathan. That's what it sounded like.
Ipswich Soaps.
Ipswich Soaps is correct. It's a slight bit different truck from very soapy looking.
Yeah. He washed it.
Right? Not supposed to leave the bubble spots on.
Yeah.
See if we can do. Yeah, it is a
What we
QR
got
code.
here? That's pretty cool. Let me get my camera real quick. Check this out. That's cool.
Chase. It's the best I can do for you
Nice.
right now, buddy.
It's got to be for precision fences
Get
and
it.
gates.
Hurry up.
I got it.
All right. Over to the 17 machine of Ty Trafford rocking the nitro. Five machine of Shane Welding Sr. 9 seconds back.
Birthday boy.
No, that's Lashbrook, silly.
Oh, shoot.
And then, this is where I think we're going to see some of that strategy come in. So Parsons pitted. He's only 40 seconds back from Warren's. Weldon and Lashbrook 10 seconds back from the leader. I'm thinking they pocketed a little bit of fuel. We're going to have to look at some lap times.
Birthday boy.
There you go, buddy. Take a look at some lap times. Last time around 56.6 for our leader Warrens or D-Dog. 56.7 for a lot of other vehicles. Lashbrook 56.8. Weldon 57.1. So we're going to have to kind of watch what these drivers are doing. But our current leader, that 90 truck, and moving back here, the battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth, they were door to door coming out of turn 3. Getting spicy here, isn't it?
It is. I've noticed that. A lot of spices.
Olsen coming back to life. He fell back a little bit. I didn't know if he was going to be able to dog his way back up there, but here we are looking at Tolson be a front runner, front charger again.
Those guys like to party together pretty much there.
It's 67 and 28. I don't know if it's like they want
Don
to party
Francesco.
together. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Those guys
a
like
little
to
bump.
Oh, whoa.
No.
Hello.
Oh,
Is it me you're looking for?
contact on the 20 from the 24 on the 67. 67 of Mr. Buttons. Great job of gathering up there, but that's going to cost those drivers some time. They're falling back from Warren's. Boyd making the charge up on Warren's, now only 0.6 back from our leader and lap 28 of 70. Let's take a look at some tower telemetry. Looks like Boyd, they're going to have to come in pretty soon, so we might see drivers come in.
Little shakeup.
No, they're all going to have to come in. Parsons pitted a few laps ago, so
Yeah. I mean, they all pitted together under that first caution, with the exception of Parson.
So this is where it's going to be interesting to see if we see Weldon and
Ooh.
Lashbrook come in later than the rest of the field. So Warnes is going to be the first. It looks like all the other drivers have stayed out. Click the wrong one. Let's watch Warnes here. I'm suspecting we're going to bolt on tires this one. Right side's up, so I don't see an option of not taking 4 tires here. We might see a bold call and only see 2 if somebody wants to roll the dice with strategy. Back up with our leader, the 74 machine, Nick Boyd. Now P2, 28 of Tolson. Third is 16 of Straminsky. Fourth, Nicholas Don Francesco. And fifth is the Enforcer Hurst. Here comes
Ooh.
Olson.
That looked like that was a quick entry into the pit.
Everyone coming down. our new leader, the 24, followed by the 58 of Hurst. So you can see here what's working in Parsons' favor is if you look at the timing tower, Parsons pitted earlier. He took rubbers. And Warrens is now 9 seconds back from Parsons. So, you know, you're not going to make up that 9 seconds. They're both on offset strategy. So it's going to be interesting to see when we start to shuffle the cards if Parsons has picked the right one. And look at Don Francesco is able to pick off another lap. By Tafford, Ramsey coming into the pits. We still have Lashbrook, who has not pitted.
I believe he's going in now.
Or sorry, Welding hasn't pitted, but you're correct. Lashbrook is rolling into the pits, so he might have pocketed a lap or two of fuel, but I don't know if that's going to be significant enough where we got these three out here, and we'll have to do the math in a little bit. Black flag for Tim Taylor. Where's Timmy? Tim might have got a black flag from exiting the pits. Probably gonna have to do a drive-through here.
That's a no good.
That's a no good. Another lap for Don Francesco. Hurst now in the pits. So you know, you minimum laps you can do full out with no draft is about 20 laps. So Don Francesco's in that window. Weldon's still out on the track as well. So this is Weldon's the last car behind Don Francesco that hasn't pitted. Everyone else is pitted. Let's take a look at our lap times here, Chris. Last time around times. So you compare the front two that have stayed out. 56.9s for first and second, Don Francesco and Weldon. 56 flat for Parson. So 9/10 quicker. And Warrens, who's that next vehicle, 55.4. So 5/10 quicker than Parsons. And Boyd even faster than Warrens by 3/10. So the strategies are going to be strategic. How about that one? Write that down.
I will. A lot of stratego going on.
Yeah, and here we got Don Francesco in the pits as well. Our new leader going to be Ben Parson. Looking pretty with that off strat. Race number 6. I don't know why it says 7. Brought to you
6,
by
7.
Yeah, brought to you by me here. Oh man,
I had to.
No, you did. You did. You. Good thing we can fix. We can fix the overlays.
Oh,
with
there
it.
you go. Race 6.
Yeah, wow. Hey. Who would have thought?
By the way, shout out to you. By the way.
Oh really?
Filling in for you last week. Lots of boxes to click and manage this thing. So let's give thanks to you, buddy, because that was a lot.
Heck yeah, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Boyd on the bumper of Warrens. Let's look at the battle for second and third as Parson is sitting 7 seconds ahead of these two drivers door to door. Boyd makes the pass for P2 going into turn 1 over Warrens. All these QR codes, Chris, I don't know how we're going to keep up with them.
I think it's super cool. I wonder what his is for.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
You know what it's for.
Cats?
Yeah.
It's just for cats? That's it?
Yeah, just for cats.
Like just takes you to like Google Images?
No, it takes you to the Maine Coon Company. You can get a Maine Coon.
I didn't know that.
Man.
I didn't know there was one company you go to get one of those.
No. There's breeders. There's dog breeders, cat breeders, like, you know. What the hell?
That's another website I'm going to have to visit. I'll give you some feedback and input for the next race.
I appreciate that.
After my website visit.
Looking at the battle here for 8th and 9th. Copperthorn on the hunt for that 8th spot from the 46 machine of Phipps. And you can see now Warrens and Boyd both slicing down the time from Parsons. Olson also slicing down that time. Let's take a look at last time around from these drivers as we're looking at Copperthorn chase the bumper of the 46. So last time around, 56.3 for our leader, 55.6 for Boyd, 56.1 for Warrens, 55.7 for Tolson, and Ryan 55.4. A lot of separation in that top 5 for times. It's definitely going to be something that we're going to have to keep watching as we've just passed halfway of the race.
I think it's nice that Eric Copperthorn is also repping precision fences and gates.
Mutualism.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. If we got some more battles on the screen, Tolson and Ryan, we're going to go up there. They're also somewhat close. Only less than 2/10 separate these drivers as they round turn 3 onto the front stretch. See, Boyd has opened up about a 5/10 gap over Warrens. And these guys are just about a second and a half, 2 seconds in behind second and third. Battle further back. Welding and Lashbrook. Inside, outside.
And those guys are teammates, is that correct?
Yep.
I like that a lot.
Now, looking at pit stop stats here. Parsons, 14 laps since he last pitted. So he's got about maybe, it's for you, Chris, 6 or 7 laps before he's coming up to that pit window. About, 10 to 12 laps for the other drivers in behind him. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Parsons, if we stay green, how that strategy is going to pan out for him.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, again, we talked about it when the race started, but these guys doing a good job of just managing the field.
Johnny Hurst is our fastest car for the last 5 laps. Johnny Hurst currently sitting in the 10th spot. Ben Ryan, second fastest by a 10th slower than Hurst. And they're all pretty close from 6th to 10th, only about 3 seconds separating them. So that's pretty tight. Lap leaders, Ben Parsons staggering 22 laps over the field. Warrens 5, Boyd 5, Don Francesco 4, Ryan 3. Chris, do you know where we're headed to next week?
No.
Well, let me show you.
I wish we just had a graphic. Oh, look at that. Kansas.
Yeah, 100 laps under the Kansas City Sun.
Kansas is fun.
Yeah, I don't know where we're going on April 39th, but I guess it's Monteague.
Montego Bay?
Yeah, I guess so.
I
What?
don't know Montego Oval. I don't know that.
It's a iRacing created track, I think. I don't really know much about it, but it's not a regular NASCAR circuit track. So, I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to stay on the schedule or not. Well, I guess we're going to have to stay tuned.
I'll keep the 39th open.
Yeah, that's a good call, buddy.
Yeah.
Good call. Only 3 seconds back now is Boyd on Parsons, as Parsons is coming up to that pit window with 30 laps to go. Ryan and Tolson, nose to tail, tail to nose. Mr. Buttons here, he had a bounty on him. That was fun.
That was a fun one.
Don Francesco bagged the bounty as he's looking to work on the bumper of the 46 of Phipps. I think Phipps is charging forward, actually. Because, 98 of Copperthorne was chasing him in 8th, but Phipps is making up ground, and he's looking to move on Straminski as they're door-to-door through the tunnel turn. He's going to lose momentum there. Slides up the track, gets tight.
Ooh.
Oh, good battle, these drivers. Oh, also tight from the 98 of Copperthorne. Rumor is, they said it won't be Monteague.
Won't be Montego Bay.
Yeah. And looks like Don Francesco is going to be making the move here on Straminski if he's able to get through the tunnel turn. It really takes a lot of patience for two drivers to go side by side through that tunnel turn. That inside driver has to lift off the throttle so much. Hats off to these drivers with the amount of respect they're showing each other with 28 laps to go.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Let's see. This is a pretty intense battle for these four cars. Straminski is, to me, it looks like he might be holding them off a little bit as these guys are trying to get runs. But like, I was saying earlier, if you can stop the momentum by just stopping how they get a run on the outside, you're going to slow them right up. Now, Parsons, I don't know if this is going to work out for him. We're going to look at his fuel here in a second. Move away from this battle.
Those guys were keeping it saucy.
Very extra saucy. He's running low on fuel. He's in that fuel window where, there might just be fuel left in the fuel line itself. And his crew chief is probably up on the horn saying, hey, we got to pull the chute. The challenge is here, Chris, is that with 27 laps to go, we're estimated in that 20 to 22 lap window. He's got to make it more laps, not to be on the off strategy of needing a splash. But let's look at our pit stop stats one more time. Everyone is actually in a very similar spot. So if you want to do the math, Chris, you see the majority of the drivers up in the top, let's say top 10, are all approaching lap 15, 16. So that's going to put them in another 6, 7 laps that they're going to need to pit in. And that
I think, I don't know what we're going to get here, but I
think we're going to see
Ben Parson is in a pretty reasonable sitting here at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he should
I
have
do.
another set of tires to bolt on, but it looks like everyone is going to need a splash of fuel. Oh, here he comes. Nice pit entry as he slices it down right to that cone. Not giving up 2 speed. The 74 of Boyd gonna grab the lead here. Let's see if he bolts on Rubbies. I think he has to. There's 2 options here. He can go out, run 5 laps. I don't know if he's going to be clutching or what he's going to be doing, but we know he just ran 22 laps on fuel. That's not enough with 25 laps to go. Left sides are up. Let's go over to our leader, the 74 machine, and then Nick Boyd. Olson grabs the second spot. We've been snoozing on the broadcast here. Getting by Warrens. Olson is hunting down. Remember, was it season 7? Or, yeah, season 7. Tolson had a series of wins and was just the narrowest margin away from a championship. You know, and you mentioned it earlier. Tolson's no stranger to the front.
No.
Take a look at his cockpit here. You ready to hop in?
Let's do it.
Getting a little loose. Trying to break the draft from Worms a little bit. He darts down. I like how he's entering the turn here. Getting down to the
Yeah, he
paint.
looks pretty smooth. Tires are probably about cooked, I'm guessing.
Well, they were coming up to that pit window. So it's going to be interesting to see how Parsons stacks up here in relation, because these guys aren't going to have to pit. I think Parson might have to pit. Little struggle through turn 3. Didn't get down to the paint. Let's go hop over to the 74 of Nick Boyd, our leader, as he's going down the front stretch into turn 1. '24 machine of Don Francesco in the pits alongside 58 of hers. Nice and tight to the wall. So now the pit window has opened up for any of these guys up front. Gonna hop on board the 46 machine, currently in 6th. He's been charging. Oh, almost kissed the wall. I don't think you want to do that. Tolson in the pits. That's B2. Gonna go back here with Phipps. Oh, Phipps is coming on in the pits. Off track. Oh, Copperthorn slides it. No black flag. I was coming over here to watch the battle. Phipps took it really easy into the pits. On board with the 90 machine of Dennis.
Hey, he's a dog.
Yeah, D-Dog.
I called him D-Dog, and he's a dog. Dennis having a really good race for his first race Or at least first race in a while with these guys.
Ooh. Put the camera on him and he sends it up to the heavens. Oh, he's coming into the
Way
pits.
to go. Ooh, nice. Ooh, ooh. What? Ooh, ooh.
Oh, he gained some time there.
Nice.
55 speed limit. 56, he's cheating. Straminsky now in the lead. Let's go hop on Straminsky. Really, the difference here, Chris, is these guys were all so close. So are they going to be able to get in and out of the pits as quick as possible to be the truck up front?
That's the name of the game.
The game-o, the name-o. I think we're having a pit entry here. He's taking it easy. Ooh, look at it. Nice and steady.
Nice.
Very nice. Ashbrook also coming in the pits. Chris Ramsey as well.
Ooh, little lockup.
17 of Ty Trafford. Might be the leader as he crosses the line.
These are exciting times.
And look who it is, the 33 machine making that pass back for the lead. With 19 laps to go, I don't think he's got enough fuel.
I don't know. If there's only a way we could tell, a gauge of some sort.
If only. What does this say?
I think he can do it.
I don't know. We estimate about 22 laps of fuel. So, you know, I'm going to pull up the pit stop stats here. He's got 6 laps. He's got 19 to go. So he's got to have 3 extra laps of fuel in that tank. It's got to stay green. Ben Parsons is not saving fuel. Fastest laps on the track. Just, you know, I don't know, 18 laps to go. It's a long time to be in his position to wonder if, you know, that needle on the gauge is going to just favor on his side, because if a caution comes out, it's not going to benefit him because the tire strategy is so different that having 10 lap older tires, you're just going to get eaten up.
So the caution would help him save fuel, but the caution would wreck his race because he'd get eaten alive.
Eaten alive. Kind of like when you're in the forest and there's a whole bunch of mosquitoes. But the mosquitoes are trucks at Roughneck Racing for Season 9 for the Wagoner's Welding Series.
Well done.
If that is an analogy, I don't know what is. Dang it. And we got the same kind of battle here. We're going to pop over to Straminsky and Phipps. They're still battling. This is for the 6-7.
Oh, boy. You've been teasing that all race.
Yeah, just for you, baby. Warren's sitting a little bit further back with Boyd. 8 seconds back. Tolson on the charge. It's like he turned on a switch with turbos, and you can see that he's not too far ahead, but let me just pull up the pit stop stats one more time. Olsen 1 lap ahead, so It'll be interesting to see if Boyd and Warrens are able to close the gap a little bit. Don Francesco, 15 seconds back, not really in contention right now with, being pitted six laps ago. Might see Straminski have a little bit more of a charge, but 23 seconds back, there's just that same battle between Phipps and Straminski has been very close. Another battle here is 8th and 9th of Welding and Lashbrook. They were sitting further back, if you remember, in around like the 12th to 13th spot. So as the race has progressed, they've been able to march up, but we're never really going to know what happened with Mr. Buttons here. 52 seconds back, almost going a lap down, so I'm not sure what happened to Buttons.
I say you can never say never. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Justin Bieber song?
Never say... Wait, what did I say?
Never say never?
Is it?
Yeah, use the Googs.
I'm going to play like I'm super cool. Dude, I don't even know.
Yeah, okay. We know you're a Swiftie too. Like, settle down.
I never even heard that.
It looks like Hurst sitting on the bumper of Tolson is definitely helping him. 5.4 seconds back with 14 laps to go. Boyd and Warrens tighten up the gap. Now only squinting one eye, 1 second back from Tolson. Hurst dips out of the way to let the lead lap cars go. Very commendable for that 58 machine. Now let's go over to the 33 machine. We're gonna pop in his cockpit here. We're gonna listen for a clutch. You ready?
Yep.
Expecting to hear a clutch sound as we go into the corner. No clutch. I wouldn't expect it through the tunnel turn because you're going to lose too much time, but perhaps in turn 3, 13 laps to go. Boyd on the bumper of Tolson now. Might be a battle here. We're going to no clutch again. Let's go over here to second and third. Warren's in the hunt. Boyd got a nose coming down the front stretch. And this is
these were hard to drive. You got to think about clutching now too in one of the turns. It's tough.
Yeah, no, and it completely upsets how the car or how the truck handles by not having an engine brake. Because when the clutch, you're not clutching, you're getting the RPMs of the motor naturally slowing down the car. And what you saw there is kind of what I was talking about. Boyd didn't have the ability to get a run on Tolson because Tolson was using that high line and killed Boyd's energy. Less than 3 seconds back is second and third from our leader, Ben Parsons, our pole sitter tonight, with most laps led. It is winding down. Phipps and Straminski still battling. Let's go pop over there for a second. Side by side. Here's the crossover, perhaps. I don't think anybody mathematically could take away the Hard Charger Award tonight from Phipps. Good run for him. Oh, I thought he was going to kiss that wall.
Looked like he got a little loosey-loosey.
It was kind of like a push loose.
Yeah.
Hunting down Straminsky out of turn number 3 down the front stretch. He's giving it all he's got. Fastest for the last 5 laps. Nick Boyd, Dennis Warnes, Barry Tolson all within a 10th. And Welding and Lashbrook a little bit further back in 8th and 9th. We're going to go up front here again to Tolson. As Boyd looking underneath again. He wants the lead. We might see a bumper here soon. Oh, a little tag. That looks like it was a non-consensual touching. Kind of remind you of your childhood, doesn't it, Chris?
I don't want to comment on that.
All right, maybe next one. And that's very tight racing here. Boyd, to me, looks like he might have a slight bit faster truck, but he's just not finding the real estate he needs to make a move on Tolson to complete it. Oh, Boyd gets loose. That's going to open up a spot for Warnes to make a move. Going down into turn 3.
Boy.
But here's a momentum killer. See? Truck on the high side gets all the momentum out of the exit. Warnes is not going to be able to complete the pass. Going to fall back in line. Now Boyd's going to get a draft on the 28. But he's got to set it up right coming out of turn 1. I wouldn't be looking low here. Let's see what happens. Boyd slightly off the bottom, so he's going to get a little bit better of a run. But there you go. He's going to not have position into the tunnel turn. What an intimate dance.
Yeah, it is.
Boyd getting tight through the tunnel. Oh, doing it live. Boyd getting tight through the tunnel turn, opening up the gap again. 1.5 seconds back from our leader, Ben Parson.
D-Dog Dennis Warnes is saying, don't leave without me.
Yeah. He's kind of the third wheel in this date, isn't he?
Yeah, he wants to get in on that. May I have this dance?
Yeah. Once again, Nick Boyd shipping her down into turn 1. Olsen patient as ever. This is where the action is. Phipps and Straminsky, we're going to pop over there for a second. Same dance going down into turn 1. Ashbrook and Welding also pretty close together. More of a team strategy here than hard racing. And everyone else is pretty much spread out. Boyd showing ahead of Tolson. But it's a drag race down into turn 3.
Oh, we got Johnny Hurst off track.
Hopefully not for long. No caution out.
Might need an OTV instant reply.
I can't. No.
We're too close to the end.
And there was no warning other than that alert. And is my screen broken? These guys aren't closing in on Carson anymore. They've maintained the 1.4 seconds. And every time Boyd is charging over Tolson, Tolson is pocketing tire. Seen this move from Tolson before, and it's the strategy is like have the truck behind you push so hard that they burn up their stuff. Coming up on lap traffic, this is going to be a hot tamale.
Yeah, it is. This is some good action. We might need to tack on 10 extra laps.
No. No. No extra laps tonight. Olsen clear of Bradford. Warren's coming up to that tunnel turn. Going to be on the low side. It's so easy to get your momentum back. Oh, Tolson tags the wall. Boyd might have a shot here. I don't think Olsen's going to give up that spot too easy. Oh, he does it again. What a momentum killer for that 28 machine. Parson only a smidge ahead of the 74. Boyd 3/10 back. So that's Copperthorne, a 98 truck on the bumper. Boyd, you can see just looking at Copperthorne now, saying, hey, cutie, it's time to give up that spot so I could go hunt down a leader. Colson just in behind him in third. Warren's fourth. Parson had to pit. Oh!
Sorry, buddy.
Boyd shut the door.
I was just going to ask if we could see the gauge, the fuel gauge on Parson.
But he gone. He in the pits now.
I guess it was on E.
Yeah. Sucking fumes is right. That was an aggressive move by the 74 Boyd to shut the door. Tolson on the outside. Wow. Olsen, our new leader. What an interesting series of events here. Oh!
Who said, I'll take it back?
Yeah.
Ooh, Dennis Warren's thought he was going to close in there.
This is going to be very interesting.
Yes, let me open up another packet of hot sauce.
Yeah. 2 laps to go. Race number 6, Pocono Speedway. The halfway marker through the season. Last week's winner, the 74 machine of Nick Boyd, looking to go back-to-back with Tolson on the bumper. Warren's in third. Don Francesco fourth. Straminsky fifth. But the battle here for the lead is very intense. You know, any one of these drivers, if that 74 machine makes a mistake, Tolson brushes the wall.
Oh. Dennis Warren's trying to capitalize on that. Looks like he's going to get it done.
Oh, he's shipping her down in there. But did he ship it too hard? And he's going to have momentum on the exit.
Coming up on the last lap.
Last lap. This is for all the cojones.
Let me put a little extra salt on my fries. Hang on.
Oh, God. I thought you were on a diet.
And next week.
Right? We're going to see if Warren's here has the gusto to get up on board 3/10 back. I don't think there's enough.
I think Boyd is feeling pretty good about this.
I mean, he should. That's the tunnel turn. Oh, Warren's 2/10 back. 10th and a half. Boy just needs to be smooth here. Oh!
Oh, my! Look at that. That's a photo finish.
No, camera makes it look closer than it is.
Oh, yeah?
Look at the ticker.
Okay.
The ticker doesn't lie. So, you know, going back there, 2/10 the marker there. Awesome finish. We got Don Francesco in fourth. Coming over the line is the 16 of Straminsky, followed by Phipps, Wheeldon, and Lashbrook 7th and 8th. Parsons, led most laps, but not the story that he wanted. And rounding out the top 10 here is that 13 of Chris Ramsey. Awesome finish for these drivers, but our victor tonight is the 74.
Back to back.
Back to back. Exciting times.
That was fun. Parson gave it a good run. It didn't work out, but he tried something a little different. It was cool. You never know what can happen.
Never know.
So good job.
You never know. Never know. Go ahead and see. Let some of these drivers get through their tech sheds. Get any interviews? Take a quick little commercial break. Shout out to Wagoner's Welding, primary sponsor of the series, in partnership with Ipswich Bay Soapco and Precision Fence and Gates. We'll BRB and grab some interviews.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
And we're back. It looks like we don't have any drivers tonight from our tech shed just yet. Maybe the 74 of Boyd looking to be ready. So we're going to grab the 74 of Boyd just 1 second and get some perspective from our leader and our race winner, actually. Chris, I mean. Yeah, hey Chris, you've been here all night.
I'm Chris.
Yeah, you are. Nick, Rob, and Chris up in the booth. Congratulations on your win tonight. Maybe take us through like the last 10 laps. Like that was some pretty intense racing. What was going on through your mind? I guess it worked out, but take us through what you were seeing, what you were thinking and feeling.
The truck was just so aero-tight coming out of 2 on old tires, you couldn't get a good run, and the lap car got Barry's speed killed down, and that's the only way I got past clean.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, I watched you dart on the inside, and then Barry just, got momentum on the outside, and both were so patient. And I think Barry eventually just scuffed the wall and you were able to complete that pass. Were you worried about the 90 machine at all making a run for you, or he just did not have any skill? Like what?
No, I think he was all right on long run speed. I think he spent too much time behind me in the draft, and the truck just got tight and you couldn't pass. So I didn't think he'd make a run.
Yeah, Chris, what do you want to chat with Nick about?
Nick
Well,
wants
Nick.
to apologize to the field.
Oh, Chris.
Okay,
Why?
hold on. Let me hold off here.
That restart, I started in the wrong gear.
Oh yeah, I figured something bad happened.
So the entire bottom line, that was me.
That's okay. Nothing bad happened.
Nothing terrible. I think it cost Ben a top 5.
Oh, did he get damage from it?
He might have. Yeah, I know I had a 2X, so.
That definitely would have hurt his arrow.
That's racing, I guess. You know, it wasn't deliberate. It happens, so I'm sure he'll be okay.
Mr. Buttons doesn't need any more help being up front.
No, he needs about 5 horsepower most nights taken away.
Yeah.
But
well, I'll just jump in real quick, Nick. You did a great job, buddy. Congratulations on winning back to back. By the way, yeah, a nice one. We do love your car, your truck, I should say. I'm going to go to your QR and visit your website. I think I need to get one of these cats. And
might have one left.
Ooh. Okay, I'm going to check out the website.
Yeah, I just take it to Facebook. I can't even tell you which one we have. We have a litter that's ready to go home the first week of June. So.
Oh, that's exciting.
It is. Yeah, Nick, great job, buddy. I don't know where we're going next week. We don't know.
We do
going
know.
to Montego Bay or something. Oh,
No.
Kansas. That's right. That's another date. That's the 39th of April. So, yeah, okay, going to Kansas. So, will you make it next week?
Oh, I plan on making it next week. Kansas is home track for me, so.
Awesome. Ooh. Good. So you like Kansas? It's comfortable. And boy, that'd be pretty cool if you could three-peat.
That's a tall order. We'll see if I get some practice this week. I've been busy working on some other projects, so.
Okay, we would like to call you the three-peater. I don't know if we've had that, have we, Roberto?
I think last season, Mr. Buttons Ryan grabbed a few in a row. I'd have to go back and check the facts. He might have 3.
You would be the first this season to do it, Nick. So, yeah, congratulations. Great race. Sorry for the mishap you had on the restart, but it does happen. And we look forward to seeing you next week on the podium. We look forward to chatting with you. Try and get the three-peat.
We'll give it a try and see how next week's goes. Everybody should be pretty close, so it'll be getting away from everybody that's key.
Yeah, and hopefully we get a little larger field maybe. Get us up to 20 trucks.
Could happen. I gotta give a shout out to Shane so I don't get in trouble.
Go ahead, buddy. Shout out whoever you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
hey,
please.
Shane, have fun
do.
at work tomorrow when I'm not working.
Even better.
You guys have a great
night. All right.
Yep.
Hey, Nick, take care, buddy.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
All right, Chris, you get your 45 seconds of fame where you're going to take us through a quick race recap.
You sure I can't have 67 seconds of fame?
No, we're out of 6
okay,
sevens. We're out of 6 sevens.
We used that. We did a lot of that tonight. You know what? I'd like to say, let me start off by saying I'm a big fan of things that are triangular. And that's what brought me a lot of joy to tonight's race. Pocono. Coincidentally a triangle, so it was a good time tonight. Fun race. What did we see? Just the one caution. So we saw the green flag pit stops. Everyone raced hard. It was clean. We saw an exciting finish, which I thought was super cool. Yeah, and at the angle of the camera, it was super close to see. If we had D-Dog Dennis Warrens almost take it to Nick. But a close race and enjoyable. I look forward to going to Kansas. I like Kansas as well, and just really enjoyed sharing my evening with you, Robert.
Well, that's beautiful. I enjoyed sharing my evening with you.
Yeah.
Pulling up
Thanks.
some quick stats for the race is that most laps led and most unlucky driver of the night, that 33 machine, Ben Parson, 42 laps led. Fastest lap, also unlucky, 67 of Ben Ryan. And Hard Charger, we saw him all night making moves at 46 machine of Phipps. And we had, 10 different lead changes for 6 different leaders. And our podium finisher, Nick Boyd, back-to-back wins, Dover last week. A very different track, so nice to see him come out with all the speed, hard work. Newcomer Dennis Warren's D-Dog in that 90 machine grabs second. 28 goes out to Barry Tolson. Awesome battle for around the last 10 laps or so with those 3 drivers. Rounding out the field, the 24 of Don Francesco, 16 is Straminsky in 5th. Phipps in 6th, Wheeldon 7th, Lashbrook 8th, Parsons 9th, Ramsey 10th, Ryan 11th, Copperthorne 12th, Trafford 13th, Hurst 14th, and Taylor in 15th. 15 cars in the field tonight. Next week, we're going to Kansas Speedway. You're probably going to want to tune into OTV once again for all that exciting action. Beautiful 4K view. Make sure you click the gearbox. Beautiful overlays. We're bringing you all the information we can. Colored commentary from Chris and I. And, yeah, all the exciting stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I guess we'll be back next week, Chris.
You don't have to guess, buddy. We will be back.
Oh, that's exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, guys. We're glad to deliver it again.
Heck yeah. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And yeah, we'll be back next week for Kansas Speedway 400 laps at 7:25 p.m. EST. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Oh, Chris.